And good evening. Welcome to a Football Friday night. This is week number 9. Last week of the regular season. District play begins next week. We'll begin our coverage in Columbia where the Jefferson City Jays travel to battle the Bruins at Rockbridge. Ted LePage and company playing tough in the first half. Late first quarter, Elijah Pittman, 25-yard touchdown run. That on a 4th and 2. 7-0 JC on top. Second quarter, Gabe Marcantonio up top. Jake Pridgeon on the other side. 55-yard touchdown pass. Jays led it 14-0. Later on in the quarter, 4th and goal from the 6. Rockbridge, Logan Tweehouse throws the fade to Zach Royer for the touchdown. It was a 14-7 ball game. After a good kick return into Bruin territory by Denzel Wilson, Marcantonio scores on a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. 21-7 Jays. Second half after Rockbridge scored a touchdown to make it 21-14. Pittman, 30-yard touchdown for the fourth quarter lead. Rockbridge, ranked number 2 in the state about a month ago, has lost 4 straight. The Jays win it 31-21. Jeff City is 6-3. The Helias Crusaders on the road at Hannibal tonight, Porter Stadium. I don't think they named it after Helias quarterback Wyatt Porter, number 12 there. Nonetheless, not much offense in this first half. J.C. Shimagala, field goal for Helias. Crusader defense holding Hannibal to under 80 yards in the first half. Pat Ward, Shane Colonius in on the sack. Helias led it 10-3 at the half. Porter to Hale Henches for the touchdown. Big second half for Garrett Bush-Jost. He scored 4 touchdowns for Helias. Crusaders win it 36-10 over rival Hannibal. That is a solid win. Back to Columbia. Hickman homecoming. There's your queen, Kat Koenig, welcoming Rockhurst tonight. The Hawklets coming off wins over Rockbridge and Jeff City, looking for the Mid-Missouri trifecta tonight. Cupies down 14. Roderick Beasley with the interception, faced with a 4th and 1. Hickman went for it. They did not score. Justice Keith stopped by a wall of Rockhurst defenders. Arnell Monroe can't be happy about that. Final seconds, third quarter. Hawklets put it out of reach. TJ Green to Mitch Keppen, long touchdown pass. Hickman falls 21-6 to Rockhurst. A good matchup in Mocaine tonight. Our own Tony Mullen watched the South Callaway Bulldogs battle Montgomery County, one of the only 3 unbeaten teams in mid-Missouri. Tony?
That's right, Rod. The Wildcats came into the night a perfect 8-0 on the season. South Callaway 7-1. Their only loss came at Battle a few weeks ago. The Bulldogs have spent all year ranked number 1 in our Mid-Missouri Prep Power Poll for small schools. Montgomery ranked number 4 this week. This was a defensive battle much of the first half. Big hit Luke Horstman here for South Callaway. That's a loss on that play. Just as impressive, Montgomery County, Jacob Kent with the sack. This game stayed 0-0 until the final minute of the first half. The Bulldogs break on top. The pitch to Garner Rudroff down the far sideline, 24 yards for the score. That made it 7-0. Bulldogs added a couple more TDs in the second half. They win it 20-0 over Montgomery County. Both teams now 8-1. And it's likely that they will see each other again in the district semifinals in about a week and a half. Rod?
Thanks a lot, Tony. Great time at our KRCG Football Friday Night Live preview at Blair Oaks. Good to see the Falcon fans and our good friends from Eldon. Senior night for the Falcons. Finishing the regular season on the home field, Brad Braley's team had won 7 straight, needing 1 more to claim the Tri-County Conference Championship. Visiting Eldon, riding a 5-game win streak. Eldon's first drive, get this, 19 plays, 95 yards. It took over 10 minutes, almost the entire first quarter. Levi Shannon finishes with a touchdown. Blair Oaks answers about a minute later. Caleb Bischoff around the near side, 6 yards out, 7-6, Falcons on top. Eldon responds with a second quarter drive. Wyatt Greenwelt sneaks in. 12-7, Eldon back in front. Blair Oaks finishing strong in the first half, though. Jordan Hare to the air. Hayden Locke on the other side. 58-yard touchdown. Falcons back in the lead, 14-12. Dominic Jamerson had a long touchdown called back, but not this 26-yarder. Falcons led it 21-12 just before halftime. Special teams come up big. Hayden Locke blocks the punt. Falcons recover at the 1, leading to another Jamerson touchdown. 28-8-12 at the half as the Falcons dance to a 48-12 win, 8th straight for Blair Oaks. The California Pintos back at home senior night, welcoming the Versailles Tigers. California ranked #1 in our Mid-Missouri Prep Power Poll, holding on to the #1 seed in the district standings. Jaden Barr throws the 54-yard pass to Romario Garcia. That's the first play of the game. Luke Berger takes it in from there, a 5-yard touchdown. Later on, more Pinto power. Walker Bogart takes the reverse, and he'll go down the sideline for a touchdown. California led this game 43-6 at the half. They cruise on senior night, 63-12. The Pintos are 8-1 on the season. The 2 and 3 seeds in the California district, Centralia and Macon, going head-to-head tonight at the home of the Panthers. First play from scrimmage for the Panthers. Zach Etzler finds Logan Armentrout down the middle, and he's gone. 60 yards, just the beginning of a big night for Etzler. Make an answer. The Centralia scored. Joe Lewis in the end zone scores from 12 yards out, tied 7-7. From there, all Centralia. Etzler threw for over 300 yards. He scores on the 8-yard run. Centralia wins it 49-14. The Panthers are 8-1 on the season. More high school highlights coming up. We'll take you to Fulton, Fayette, Ashland, and Tipton, and to Moberly. Did the Spartans make it 9 wins in 9 games? Stay with us on a Football Friday night. Welcome back to Football Friday night. What a great season for the Moberly Spartans. Perfect 8-0, ranked #1 in our Mid-Missouri Prep Power Poll for the large schools. Moberly back at home tonight, hosting North Central Missouri Conference rival Mexico. First quarter, Justin Conaway, the quarterback, 11-yard touchdown pass to Dupree Alexander, who dives in. 7-0 Moberly on top. Second quarter, Dupree Alexander blocks Austin Lagerman's punt. Look at that play. It's returned by Scott Mason for the touchdown. 21-0 Moberly as the Spartans stay unbeaten, winning 41-14. They are now a perfect 9-0 on the season, having a good time in high school football in Moberly. Back to Fulton, home at the Robert Fisher Stadium, taking on the Tigers from Kirksville. 14-8 Kirksville at the half. Look how the second half started. With a big play, Travis Dean takes it all the way, 90-yard kickoff return as the Hornets went on top, 16-14, but not for long. Kirksville's first play from scrimmage, quarterback McKenna Cook takes this one 44 yards. Kirksville never trailed after that. Fulton falls 34-24. Osage gave the scoreboard a workout, 60-46 over Warsaw. The Indians scoring a bunch of points. Westrand puts 60 up on Fayette tonight. It was Battle losing at Troy. North Callaway loses with some razzle-dazzle from Marionville, 22-19. It was Boonville, one better than Marshall, 28-27. Heading down to the lake, another strong season for the Camdenton Lakers. Bob Shore Stadium, jaws of death. On the opening drive, Camdenton, Matt Ensley takes the handoff, runs up the middle, goes through some defenders into the red zone. Good night for some hot cocoa, the Twins thought. Few plays later, Shane Cook finishes off the scoring drive. Halfback dive, Laker touchdown on their opening drive. Later in the first, Camdenton driving again. Bo Dean finds Brendan Babbs in the end zone. Laker touchdown. Lakers offense working again. How about this? 2 seconds left in the first half. Bo Dean finds Elijah Ollison. That's the way to end the half. 42-6 the final. The Lakers are smiling. They're 8-1. Latest edition of the Southern Boone-Hallsville rivalry tonight on the football field at Ashland. The Indians visiting. They led it 28-6 at half, but the Eagles stormed back in the third quarter. Bryce Mueller to David Holland. This play covers 55 yards, and it adds 6 to the scoreboard. 28-14 when you get the extra point for 2, actually. Later in the quarter, Holland runs it in from a yard out. Southern Boone with an 8, 28-20. The Eagles would make the comeback, complete 28 all in the fourth quarter, but Hallsville adds 2 late touchdowns. The Indians win it 41-28. Tony Braby and the Tipton Cardinals had a chance to move over 500 tonight. The Redbirds hosting Skyline. This one did not go well for Tipton, though. Skyline throwing the ball well and receiving it. That is Dylan Mountain to Drew Flagg for the touchdown. Later on, Mountain again finds his receiver Wyatt Dampier. This one a touchdown. Skyline 49-14 over Tipton. It was Salisbury beating Paris 46-22. Owensville falls to St. Clair by a touchdown. It was Herman, another Gasconade County school, losing to Union. Rolla over West Plains. The Bulldogs victorious tonight there. Smith Cotton falls to St. Pius X. St. James losing to Pacific. Marceline over Slater. And St. Paul Lutheran shuts out MMA. State high school softball championships underway in Springfield. 5 Mid-Missouri teams among the Final Four in Class 3. The Blair Oaks Falcons back at state. First inning, Taylor Markway triples in 2. Blair Oaks wins 10-1 over DeSoto. And the 2-time defending state champions, Centralia Panthers. Big crowd of supporters opening the Final Four. Centralia scored early in this one. Kaylee Chitwood doubles in 2 in the first inning. Bailey Douglas, a great day on the mound. She's had a sensational career, pitching a complete game shutout, 13 strikeouts. Centralia wins it 3-0. The Mid-Missouri Showdown for the Class 3 softball finals tomorrow. Centralia and Blair Oaks at noon. South Callaway Bulldogs and their faithful making the first ever trip to the softball Final Four. Here's the final out. Abby Bartley pitched a complete game shutout, 2-0. South Callaway advances. They'll play Bishop LeBlanc tomorrow at 10 for the title. Westran wins. They will play for a state title. New Franklin loses a third-place game tonight. MU Volleyball wins in 4 over LSU. They are 24-0. Back to high school football coverage. Steve's Pest Control defensive pest tonight. Actually from the Blair Oaks special teams on the kickoff. Watch number 80, CJ Clusser, big hit. That's the way to cover the kickoff. Our Steve's Pest Control defensive pest of the night. Pizza Hut Team of the Night honors go to Phil Pitts and the Helias Crusaders, who sunk the Pirates 36-10. Hopefully they'll stop at a Pizza Hut on their way home. On to High School Football Central, the webpage at connectmidmissouri.com for all of your answers having to do with high school football. That's it for Football Friday night. Have a great weekend. Thanks to our crew, and thank you for watching.
KRCG's High School Football Friday Night has been brought to you by GFI Digital, Hawthorne Bank, Westminster College, Capital City Christian Church, St. Mary's Sports Medicine, Rourke Aluminum, Randy Kaiser, State Farm Insurance, Steve's Pest Control, and Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery.